Welcome back to Handy Mandarin. Discover the fastest and easiest way to create your own expressions in Chinese freely. Let's continue Chinese grammar and logic class. We hope to hear your opinion to bring more content to our channel. 你好，我是 Leslie. Now, I can make greeting in Chinese. In last class, we have learned how to greet people properly and some small talk in greeting, right? That's the communication skill. Today, we focus on the grammar rule. So, first, you see that there's some dialogue. This is a very common dialogue in our daily life. I think that you're familiar with all these English expressions. Today, I will explain to you how to translate them into Chinese. I think that you feel a little bit surprised why I didn't give you the Chinese expressions directly, unlike the other schools or other textbook, right? I said before, I hope that you can create your own expressions freely and precisely. So in your mind, no doubt that's your mother tongue, or you have the English ideas in your mind, but how to translate them correctly into Chinese. You not only need the vocabularies, but also you need the grammar rules. So that's my duty. If I can explain the grammar rules clearly, you can create endless expressions yourself in any situation, right? This is my aim. So that's why I give you the common dialogue in English rather than in Chinese. I will tell you how to create a Chinese expression yourself. Okay, let's look at this conversation. We already learned how to say good morning, Mr. Lee, right? Do you remember? 早上好，李先生 right? Then 早上好 so that's the answer. For the rest, we didn't learn. That's the part we will explain in this class and next class. So, this class we focus on explain an opinion or give the comment. And second one is how to repeat the content. In next class, I will explain to you how to make two types of questions. So you should notice that we have the questions in this dialogue. Actually, there are two types of them. So I will explain in next class. And this class, I will show you how to say, I am fine, I'm fine too. And how to say, I'm not busy. Okay, let's see what we will learn today. So in last class, I explained to you how to describe an affair or introduce something, right? The structure of that expression is very clear. Subject plus verb plus object. So verb is one action. So I describe. If you want to describe an action, you should use this model. And today, we will learn the second type of the expressions. Actually, in any language, there are two types of the expressions. One is describe an affair or introduce something. Another one, people want to explain their own opinion or give some comment about something or about a matter. So today we will learn the second one, explain an opinion or give comment. So let's look at these two sample sentences. First one, I am Leslie. So I introduce myself. We already know how to say it, right? 我是 Leslie. And second one, I am fine. 我很好. So I gave you the meaning. 很 means very, quiet. 好 is adjective. So this is the first time we get the adjective. So usually people use adjective to describe something or explain that their own opinion about something. For example, today is hot. The coffee is great. The city is big. So this kind of words they are adjectives. So we use them to explain our ideas. Look at this. In English, this English sentence, two English sentences looks nearly same. Only the last part is different. One is noun, one is adjective. But look at in Chinese model. They are very different. And we still have the subject part. But object in the description sentence is the noun. But in the comment or opinion sentence is adjective. Here is adjective. And in the middle is verb, is action. Because in our opinion or comment, this is our opinion, no action. So that's why we needn't put any verb. But where does this 很 come from? 很 is very quiet. In English sentence, you didn't see any word related to very or quiet. Why Chinese people put it in this expression? So look, these two English sentences, if we translate them into Chinese, they are totally different structures. Please pay attention. So now you see the structure. My duty is to explain why Chinese people make this structure. What's the purpose of their expressions? Okay, so let's look at the structure first. The structure of the positive statement. So I will explain the positive statement first. What's the right order of the words? So I am fine. That's a very common expression in greeting dialogues. So 我很好, 很 very quiet. So the model of the explain that an opinion or give comment is subject plus degree word and adjective. People usually wonder what meaning of the degree word. Honestly, this is my own creation, just to help you to understand the logic of Chinese people thinking. Of course, you can find a lot of the academic theories in some grammar books, but if you don't understand the nature of the logic of people thinking, you still don't get to the point of Chinese style. So let me explain what's the meaning of degree word. Actually, in English, you have this. There already have some degree words in it. Degree words, for example, like positive is a bit, relatively, quiet, very, super, and too fantastic, too great, too expensive, too big. Or in negative way is not so much, not very, so not very hot, not so hot, and not too much, or totally not good, not too good. So not too hot, not hot. So you see, in English, you have these expressions. Chinese has the same idea. People, when you explain your opinion, it's not the real things. This is just some idea in your mind. But people still need to understand what you think about it, about something. What does it mean? For example, when we talk about the weather, maybe today I will think, today is it's okay. It's not so hot. But for you, probably you will feel very hot. You'll say, today is so hot. So you can see, even we stay in the same situation, people's opinion or comment about the same thing is not not same, probably not, could be different, right? So it's really reflect our background or our experience, the previous experience. So people need to understand the other people's opinion according to this degree word. For example, when we talk about the same beer, for me, I say, oh, this beer is great, it's tasty. But maybe for some people, they don't like drink beer. It's so, or they don't want it. So I will realize when they and I are not same person, are not same group. I need to find another person, enjoy some beer together. So this degree word really help people to understand each other about the idea, or even find their same group in the society. Same for Chinese people. So basically the Eastern culture, East culture, not only China, about even like Japan or Korea, similar. So usually we are more modest and indirect. So people, even they didn't show their emotion in on their face, but according to the words they use, especially the degree words they use in the expressions, you really can tell what's their opinion about something. Especially like in the government document, I have seen lots of the translation about the Chinese government document, that in English, some interpreters didn't pay enough attention to those degree words. But those degree words really reflect the government's attitude about their policies. It's very serious, or just okay, fine, not so much, needn't worry about that. So all this meaning already mixed with these degree words. I really hope that all the people, all the students can pay more attention to this degree words. When you stay with Chinese people, you can see that what's their opinion, what's their real idea, real thought. For example, if you ask me, Leslie, do you like beer? If I say, yes, I really like, 我很喜欢. So I really like, I very like very much, 我很喜欢. And maybe I will say, super like it. So you can see that my attitude. Or sometimes I just, I relatively 喜欢. You can see that what big difference in my mind, right? So you'll say, oh, if Leslie don't like it so much, maybe I don't invite her to join our drinking. And for another case, oh, Leslie will have big fun in our drinking. So you can see how important those degree words are, right? Same for the negative part. If people just say negative part, they use completely not, or not too much. You can see this degree. I want to deny something totally, or I just agree a part of it, or I disagree with another part. So you can see people use different degree words. That's why I said this expression language reflects people's logic. That if you pay more attention to each words, especially in Chinese expressions, you will get lots of sense, not only the word's meaning. In this class, we will focus on the most common one, the most common used degree word of 很. Later in the other lessons, we will give you all the degree words one by one, just to help you just to understand them more. But today we focus on 很. I think the people already know. Some people learn Chinese for a while, and be familiar with this expression, I'm fine, 我很好, but you only remember, maybe you memorize the 3 words, 3 pronunciations, 3 syllables. You don't understand the structure. Why we say 我很好, right? But now you get the answer. 我很好, I'm very good. So no verbs in your opinion or in your state in this comment. That's why no is. You shouldn't translate 我是很好 because 是 is verb. No action, no verb. Now we should learn more adjectives, then we can practice more expressions. Okay, let's check together. So, adjective. We already know that the good, fine, 好, nice. Even we can talk about the nice or kind of somebody, the nature or personality. So, same word, 好. Then, Chinese people also create some similar expression, 好吃. So, 吃 we learned. I gave you already. 吃 means eat. So, good eat means delicious, tasty. That's for food. And 好喝, good. 喝, you know it, right? Drink. Good drink is tasty for drinks. So, you can see some ideas of the Chinese words, how people create them. That's the similar idea they put it together. Just people can immediately get the idea, understand it, right? Next one, adjective is, I gave you more, it's 忙, busy. So you can see it's busy. 累, tired. 困, sleepy. 饿, and hungry. 渴, thirsty. 早 and 晚. Actually, these 2 words we already mentioned that in last class. So 早上, remember? 早上 I mentioned is early morning. So 早 itself means early. And opposite one is 晚上. That's the moonrise, right? So late, rise. And late means 晚. So you can see they opposite to each other. So now you have the 10 adjectives. Now let's just get some now related to these adjectives. So if we have the early, moon, late, so we have some like related to our meal. The time words also relate to our meal. So we have the rice before. It's 米饭, right? 米饭is typical as the rice we eat in our meal. Generally, for the meal, we can say 饭. Just for meal, so we say 饭. Then we put early meal is breakfast. 早饭. So same idea. 早饭 usually people eat before 9 o'clock. That's why we use 早. We don't use 上. 上午 is after 9 o'clock. This is 早. Then for the noon, remember I explained because it's the middle part of the day, we call 中午. 午 means noon. 中 is middle. So we can use 午 or 中 for the meal of lunch. Is 午饭 or 中饭. These 2 words both means lunch. You can use either of them. And next one is brunch. So brunch, English, you say breakfast and lunch together, right? Same idea for Chinese people. They put 早 is early, breakfast, right? 早, and 午 noon. So early, noon, meal, brunch. And 晚饭, that's late. That's for the dinner. Late meal is dinner, right? So late here. Of course, we have the afternoon tea. That's high tea. We use this afternoon with tea together. 下午茶. It's very interesting, right? Chinese people's idea of the word. Yes, it is. But it's also very easy for people to understand what it is, right? Now we have the new word, and we can create the more expressions ourselves. For example, we say, we have breakfast. 我们吃早饭. So you see, in English you say have breakfast, but Chinese say eat breakfast. So you cannot say 有 breakfast, right? And they don't eat lunch. 他们不吃午饭. 他们不吃午饭. Or 他们不吃中饭. How to say I have afternoon tea with my mom? 我和我的妈妈喝下午茶. So 2 points in this expression is, you see, with English you can say I have afternoon tea with my mother. With mother at the end, but Chinese is you have to let people together, right? Somebody and somebody have afternoon tea. 我和我的妈妈. And you say have afternoon tea, but Chinese say drink. 喝下午茶. So you see, Chinese cannot just use very general words. They need to give very specific word. Not to have is too general. We say 我和我的妈妈喝下午茶. Okay, so another example for the new expressions is, we can use this word to say goodbye. So we already know we say 再见 or 明天见, right? So see you tomorrow. 下午见, see you afternoon. We also can say see you lunch, see you at lunch. How to say it? 午饭见, right? Or 晚饭见, dinner, see you dinner. So this is another kind of appointment. We can use the time word. So this is just different kind of time word. Or 下午茶见, see you in afternoon tea. You see, now you can use not only 再见, and you can change into see you tomorrow, see you afternoon, see you lunch, see you breakfast, right? So if you travel with your friend and you will meet in the breakfast, and you can use this expression 早饭见. So you can see this is how much similarities between English and Chinese. Don't worry, you can create yourself with English knowledge and your new Chinese knowledge, and Chinese people will like it and impressed by your Chinese. Okay, now we have the enough adjective and some new nouns to practice what we learned today. Okay, that's how to make opinion and give comment with the adjective. So look at this sample sentence. First of all, usually people want to say I am fine in their greeting, right? When people greet you, I am fine. He is fine. So for this sentence, please keep in your mind, this is your opinion. You explain that your opinion about yourself, your comment about yourself, about your state. So that's why we shouldn't translate is. Is verb, no action in your comment. So that's why no 是 in this translation. If you put the 是 here, you make a big mistake. So, of course, I think that you already get some sense that Chinese sentence you can translate English word by word easily. But the basic idea for this comment is there is no verb in your expression. So, for your opinion is good, fine. For any opinion, any adjective, you need to give people clear degree. It's very good, or it's just so-so, or a little bit, it's fine, it's okay, it's perfect. We need a degree word. 很, please keep in your mind. So we shouldn't put 是, but we must put the 很, otherwise your expression is wrong. 他很好, he is fine. So usually people say, I don't want to say it's very much, he's very good, he's very fine. But you should notice, so in our the list here, in Chinese, we must put the degree. The most common one we use is 很. If you don't put, I just say he is fine. Of course, if you can use the others. Before I give you, please just use 很. Before I give you the other degree words, you can say relatively, it's okay, a little bit. Of course, you can. But you need to leave the space for the degree word. Okay, next one. Chinese food is delicious. So you know all these words. 中国菜很好吃，很好吃. English didn't say very, but the most common degree word we used in our language in Mandarin is 很. That's why 中国菜很好吃. If you really appreciate, you can use more stronger degree words, right? You can say super delicious. Later you can use that word. But anyway, now you must use 很. 中国菜很好吃. Okay, so I gave you these two samples that of the statement. Please just finish the rest yourself. In the next page, that's the answer. I hope that you can do yourself first, then check.
For more content just like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel and click on the notification bell so that you are the first to be notified when here a new video is released.